Hello, viewers. My name is Yaya. So the Born Entrepreneur, we try to educate and then promote entrepreneurship visibility. And your holiday in, we have one nice, fine lady. Almost start a business. You want to learn more from her, how the journey have been so far. My name, Madam.
Yeah,
What's your
hi.
name?
My name is Fauzia Abdurrahman.
Hi, Fozia. We say Fozia. Who are you?
Okay, so Fauzia is the CEO of Code Buddies, and Code Buddies is a platform that we are trying to create for kids to teach them how to code.
Okay.
Yeah, with a focus on climate and sustainability. So if I say that, what I mean is with the projects we have, it's they have games that's to help kids code in a fun way,
Oh wow.
but the games are built based on climate and sustainability focus.
Okay.
Yeah, with both the coding embedded in it.
Okay.
Then accompanied with climate sustainability courses they can learn and how they can implement it in their homes to create solutions that are affecting us, and then also how they can learn to code and be creative as well.
How have the journey been so far?
Oh, okay. The journey hasn't been that easy because we've been into here and there from one accelerator program to the other. But from, currently, they're helping us with grants where we started building our prototype and
Okay.
hoping to have it completed in the next 6 months.
Okay. Can you tell us how you get your inspiration from? Since you're the CEO, right?
Yes, I
So
am.
you started the whole thing.
Mhm.
How do you get the inspiration?
Okay,
How the
so
whole thing started?
yeah,
Share the
so I
story for
personally
us.
learned software engineering for a year,
Okay.
but since it was a whole year, then you need to learn everything. Weekly, you get new topics to learn. So
Okay.
sometimes, though, the human mind gets exhausted because that's, we have other things
Sure.
to handle. So one day I thought to myself, what about if we were taught this thing from scratch, maybe from kids, the early stage as we learn
Sure.
ABCD? I said, why don't we teach our kids the same thing? As long as we teach them alphabet, let's teach them coding from the early
From the
stage
stage.
because kids are very creative, they are very innovative. So once we put this kind of entrepreneurial spirit in them, and the more they and they keep growing, they can bring out innovations that we haven't thought of.
Sure. Sure.
And the second thing I also thought of was this climate and sustainability thing is an issue affecting everyone in the world. Whether we
Of
like it or
course.
not, it needs to be solved. But currently, the focus are on the youth, where programs are being made for the youth to develop solutions. But what about the kids? They're also going to go to reach the youthful stage. Do we then meet them there, or we have to teach them from the scratch so that they don't end up causing damage that have to be fixed later? So once they start fixing the solution from that early age, it can help us close a gap toward the solution for climate and sustainability.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you have any challenge since you started?
Oh, challenges. As I could say, I had a few. Yeah, I had a
Okay.
few. That was because I was trying to look for the right team to help build my app for me,
Okay.
looking at the idea I had in mind. But gradually, I was able to get the team who understood what I wanted. Yeah.
Okay. So, how many years have you been in existence?
Okay, so Code Buddies is just it's a startup. So from last year, one year.
Do you have any success you want to share, or just a startup? So not any success.
Oh, currently it's just a startup, as I said. Yeah. So it's just a startup. So soon there are a lot of things we can share out there.
How do you see this company in the next 5 years?
Oh, in the next 5 years, I see Code Police going globally because even as at now that our app isn't ready yet, we still have international markets who are waiting for the app to be ready. And apart from it's
Like
going,
me.
yeah, like you. So apart from it's going globally and it's being an app, okay, we're also thinking of creating, in future, we'll be creating centers in
Okay.
each country so that it's a place where kids can walk in, more like a lab.
All
They
right.
can do some coding, they can create some innovative solutions towards climate sustainability, anything they could practice, something that could be easily created at home that they could innovate. So in the future, we are seeing ourselves as not just making the kids create this thing, but sponsoring them,
Okay.
sponsoring their projects. And if it's a solution that is good to mankind, of course, why not? We invest in them, then the solution goes out there.
Awusafo, ɛno ara na waka no. Future no ɛyɛ cute no. Nkra no. Nti because me baba baako wɔ fie, always trying to play with the computer. You can also a tech guy.
Yeah.
You see, but I wish I have something specific for her to, play. Sometimes games and other stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's coding, something like that, I'll be the first person to actually.
No problem.
Yes. Is there any or what one word or what thing would you like to tell others? Talk to cameras.
What I would like to say is we shouldn't underestimate our children.
Okay.
Children are very smart. They pick up things at early age, things we don't even know they are picking up. They are really picking up.
Okay.
So once you give them that chance to be innovative and creative, you'll be surprised at the kind of innovation they could bring out.
Wow.
Yes. So you need to give them attention a lot.
I'm just loving the conversation. I think it's very long, but time will not permit us. Just give us your social media handle.
Okay, so we're on Instagram. You get us on when you go to Instagram page, type Code Paddies. we are there. And our website is www.codefaddies.com.
You know, I'm ready for you guys. I don't know.
Great.
Okay, thank you very much. I wish
Thank
you
you
for
too.
Code Parties, right?
Yeah, Code Paddies.
The CEO and I'm in no Eddie inform. That chick will be a chess. How he got it, she got the inspiration from, and then how sad dream we bit me abwa sustaining our cake now more the urban. Try to follow them on all social media platform and also follow Baba Entrepreneur. We are going to give you excited, very motivated, very educational news from entrepreneurs. Want to learn more from entrepreneurs? Can you follow Baba? Thank you. Bye.
My name is Chuma Kwabo. I'm the CEO of Association of Ghana Industries. And indeed, we know that our research institutions are doing pretty well, but there's still a big gap between what industry needs, products that we need to solve our problems, and what they are able to research and innovate. They are doing well in the sense that within the limited resource constraint, they are still able to come up with products and technologies. The challenge has been transitioning from developing the products, the concepts, into practical manufactured products. It's always been the biggest challenge. I know CSR, we collaborate with them. They've come up with some products that have been commercialized, which is great, but there are several ones that are still sitting on the shelves, and we are unable to commercialize it. And I guess it's probably because of the weak link between industry and academia. I think that is very important. What we expect to see is that when in developing products, they'll be in touch with industry so that they develop product that solves our daily problems. Develop solutions, it is very likely to have commercial value. And companies can pick it up, commercialize it, make money out of it, and then become very developmental oriented. So I think this is what we need to do in order to create the needed development that we need. Today we are talking technology, and technology requires constant research and constant innovations. And when that is done, but I sympathize with the researchers. If you develop innovation and technology and products, and nobody picks it and make commercial value out of it, you also don't get paid for the service you have provided or developed. So the linkage is very key in order to create value and create resources for the ecosystem to work. Thank you.
Africa Research and Innovation Commercialization Summit is meant to create a very favorable ecosystem for young innovators, because currently there is a big gap between innovation and commercialization. A lot of our research are sitting in the labs and are not brought out to the market. Some of them are not even market ready to start with. And this gap is really due to the systems that are not in place yet, and the lack of skills from innovators' perspective, skills to transform what they have to be market ready. So this is why I say there is a big gap, and ARIX intends to close that gap together with all the players in the ecosystem, so that innovations that are ready to go to market and that we are ready to scale would have the right push and the right environment to be implemented. We all know that in economies, what we do is look out for solutions that could help us unlock potential. And usually, as I said before, these solutions are trapped in our labs. In fact, when industry giants go outside the country to look for solutions, they end up going to research institutions there. And they work with them to commercialize those ideas to solve their problem. All we are saying is that these research institutions also exist here. And in most cases, we have even better solutions that are tailor-made for the African continent. But just because that transformation of research into industry is not facilitated or enabled, we have industry going outside for this. So the more we have that in here, you could see how directly that would impact our economy and how we would get the ecosystem to be very fluid, which is really what we are working towards. That would directly feed into economic growth. As a continent, we're putting very little into research, and even more when it comes to transforming research into viable commercial products and services. But the effort is there, but in terms of investment, it's very minimal. And this is something that we are lobbying to fix as well, to ensure that there is more investment in that direction. My final comment would be to encourage all parties, business leaders, government, young innovators, researchers and academia to come together and create a fostering ground for innovation and research to really be commercialized and solve Africa's problems today. My name is Kofi Oklu and I'm Vice President of the Heritage Lab.
My name is Mr. Tahir Qureshi. I am from London, England. I'm currently here in Accra attending this lovely event. I've been in Accra, this is about my 5th trip now, and I'm loving out here. It's lovely and hot at the moment. And I do several businesses. I'm CEO of Harper & Knight Properties in the UK. We sell properties in the UK, Dubai, and also in Turkey. We're looking at expanding here in Ghana as well. I'm also looking at expanding all over Africa in several other businesses. I don't want to reveal too much at the moment, but I'm very close to the Ghanaian government here. So with their help, I'm going to be setting up many businesses. I've been on several business events. One I highly recommend for you to join is the Bill Walsh event. Look it up. He's from America, and he does events all over the US and in Dubai. Hopefully in the future he'll be coming here to Africa, Ghana, trying to get him to come here as well, to help entrepreneurs. And I also will be traveling around Africa to do the same thing. So yeah. Well, on this trip I've only been here a week, but I've been here about 4 times before. So yeah, I'm flying out in the next few days, but hopefully I'll be back soon. I think it's great. It's evolving.